Ciru Muriuki. She has had an interesting series of events happening to her, and it starts off in 2020 when her father passes on. She tells us that she never understood this, and I quote, "Before 2020, I didn't know what grief was until I lost my dad. My dad and I were very, very close." She proceeds to say that she and her dad were actually really, really tight, and when it happened, she would hear of these things like the 5 stages of grief, how you go from denial to anger to bargaining, all the way to acceptance. There's usually 5 stages of grief. And in her mind, she thought that they all come in that consequence. Like, I mean, in that sequence of events. Like, you're in denial, then after your denial, you go to anger, then bargaining. Like, she really thought it happens in that sequence, but she realized very quickly that, no, that's kind of not how it happens. A lot of things, you could go through all stages of grief in 1 minute. You could go through one bounce to the other, then to the other in one sentence. Like, grief is such a heavy thing that no one really knows how to deal with. And when it happens to you, when it happens to someone, because you lose friends, but when you lose someone really, really close to you, according to what she says anyway, you realize that it is not what it always seems to be. It's really, when it's personal, it's really, really personal, and it affects you in so many different ways. She does say that it changed her, it changed her personality, it changed how she looked at people, it changed how she empathizes with people. It really changed a lot of her for the better, but ultimately not the road as easy as people tend to make it look like. And to be honest, you do need a lot of support. And I agree with her to that regard. Grief is hectic. It's hectic as hell. 1 minute you're okay, next thing you're crying in a matatu. I keep laughing about this because it was so funny how when you think back, you're like, wow, you really do understand what it means to be sad. Like, you're okay 1 minute, you're crying in a matatu. And how awkward it is that the people sitting next to you are looking at you crying. They don't even know what exactly is going on. And you laugh because you think it's such a unique experience, but it's not. Other people feel it the same way. When it's deep and personal, it is quite an interesting journey. Not one I would wish upon anyone ever. I hope that everyone stays alive forever. You know what I mean? I hope that you never have to feel that kind of pain and that kind of grief. And for those who are going through it, I really do empathize, and I hope you're better. Every time someone tells me they've lost a mom, a dad, a brother, like someone you really, really know, you know, when it's a friend, it's sad, but it's sad from like, yeah, I knew them, you know? When it's someone you've lived, can you imagine? You've lived with this person, they know you through and through, you know them through and through, and now they're no longer there. You can't, there's no way you can just say, hey, you can't, it's crazy. Grief is a very personal journey.
Yeah.
And yeah, every time you're driving past like Nairobi Hospital and you go past Lee Funeral Home, you'll see people crying. You're living your life, then their lives have just ended. Do you know what I mean? Death is such a weird thing. It works in such a weird way. But I pray that as you're going through this difficult time, you find solace and understand that it's going to be weird, but you're going to be fine. To an extent, you will figure it out. But take your time. There's no rush.
Yeah, and there's no specific timeline for grief.
Absolutely no.
There's no way you're going to say, oh, it's been 3 years, that's enough, get over it. Because it happens over and over again. You as Catherine said, you drive somewhere, memories hit you.
Yep.
Somebody's perfume, you just walk past them, and it takes you back, and you just don't know what to do in the moment. So, love and light to Ciru Muriuki. It's a difficult thing, losing your dad, then
losing your partner.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy.